Hey,
What's
how
going on,
you
everyone?
doing? Yeah, I'm pretty sure everyone's laughing at me because I basically shaved on Saturday morning for a job interview, and sorry I look handsome. I'm stealing a little bit of spotlight away from Teach, but that's it happens once in a while. You can't take all the limelight, brother.
I ain't trying to, man.
All right, so you know how I feel about certain things, and it's a good thing that we actually delayed it for a day for the main reason of we got to talk about this hot topic going on. And I said this for a long time. If you look at the other brands, what they do for clothing, apparel, all this, and we hate it that instead of hey, ran the G Fuel website, it's always like, oh hey, this hype brand or this designer creator, whatever you want to fill in the blank, is going to be breaking my balls and saying, oh, yeah, by the way, pre order this line now and you'll see it in 3 months. For what? For basically another blue ice line for the white and the black hype sauce clothing that Ninja was modeling in his commercial. We'll get to him later. But essentially, this is what we got, if he'll let me. It's a little small, but I sent this to you, Teach,
hmm
and I don't know how much the T-shirt is. I'll find out.
I think they're
But
25
the
bucks when I looked earlier.
well, the hoodie and the sweats are $50 a pop. And again, you're not going to see it in 3 months.
hmm
So, what the hell?
I mean, I know how that is. Because just Friday, Saturday of last week, I think it was Friday, Saturday. Like, I got my original ice drip line that came out that was like spoiled last December, and my hoodie, my hat, and the shirt that I just shown there all came in, and that was about 3 months. And I knew some people somehow got it early, which I didn't understand.
Yeah, like is there some disrespect about Michigan or what's good?
I don't know what that is, but like I just
Yeah.
finally got them in. I don't know why we have to do the 3 month wait unless it's all just like good pre-ordering, making sure they can like fill the orders.
They're
Um,
gonna fill the orders, but for me, right? This hype sauce over hyping thing. I mean, hype sauce is already good as it is. Do I think the shaker should have been good a while back? We'll get to all that later on, but it's just is Ninja liking it so much that they're making a line out of it to try and pay him? Like this exclusive thing with G Fuel Apparel is just getting to me. It's like Juju dropped a shirt and dropped it in their Discord and said, "Hey, if you're in their Discord, you know about this first." You know what I mean? I kind of like that, and I actually am part of the Juju Discord and some good people in there. But this right here, this pre-order, whatever it is, particularly the white where it's right it's a knockoff of the December pre-order. I'm sorry.
I have to agree with that. Like, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm kind of hyped for the hype sauce one because I'm a big fan of hype sauce. I'm a big fan of the design of the cans, the tub, and
Understandable.
everything.
I get it.
But like the white one, it's basically just this, but in a different font color and a thickness and everything.
You remove to me from just a glance. If you look at the picture, it's like okay, it's the same thing, but you remove the icicles.
Yeah, basically.
What a disgrace!
So like, I probably won't pick up that one. If anything, I'd pick up the hype sauce stuff, just not the joggers or the sweatpants because I can't. I can't ever think in my mind to spend $50 just on sweatpants.
Unless your lady thinks your Bootius Maximus looks good in it and wants to gift it for you for Christmas or your birthday. That's about
I
it.
mean, I won't say no.
Appreciation is appreciation. Thanks for confirming, Boognest. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, 25, 55, and 50, somewhere around there. And he's passing on these as well. So we're going to get to another fun part of the show. And everybody loves it when we try things live on camera. So Jacob Walker is a Plugs R Us member. And he actually had this idea of Now, I have no idea if this is nuclear or not. I assume no. He said they're fun, but we got secret mixes. We have no idea what they are, and hopefully, Teach, I think you'd be the one because you got better audio, of course. But after we try and figure out what it is, we're gonna call him up, and he's gonna hopefully he picks up and tell us what the hell this is.
I say, even if he can't answer a call, I got him technically currently live in a messenger going. Jacob, Mr. Walker, fantastic guy. Love the brother to death. He is, and I think we could say this confidently, like a sample of samples from G Fuel and sample of mixes sponsor for the show. He is usually a good avid watcher of the show as well. Much love to you, brother. We appreciate you
A
doing
fan
this.
of the show and a sample plug, and we're actually gonna have a couple other things there. So there's actually gonna be a time where there's gonna be some rare samples. I'm gonna be having it record on my phone and we'll go live at the same time just in case anyone wants to know how I make these. But I actually put something out a little while ago. We'll get into that later. But I'm gonna grab a clear glass just to get a color visual, and we're gonna try this because I got my shaker full of cold water.
So while AJ's away, I do have mine filled up. It's not clear, but this definitely looks orangey-ish. Oh no! From that smell, from the smell alone so far, I think one of them could be Bahama Mama. I'm definitely getting some citrus. It could be Mark Anthony and Bahama Mama, Orange Cranthony, Bahama Mama.
I feel like the cup I grabbed is kind of like it's like, hello, this is how I drink my special espresso coffee.
So I have it mixed up. It's an orangish color even through the purple clear. But wait until you give it a smell.
Let's see. Ooh, Brain Drive is honestly overlooked. I mean, the thing is, I've tasted Brain Drive. The guava's there for the color mostly, and then it just tastes orange and pineapple. Very good.
I have a feeling just as pre-game predictions. I think Bahama Mama may be one of them.
Let's see. I mean, we do have some plans for other people. Maybe not let's play a game like how we tortured. There's a story going on. Now, I didn't know about this, but everybody else did because they planned it for a while. So what happened is we had to, well, not we, I just kind of observed, but we had a video call between all the Plugs R Us members, and Joey actually got a message where let's play a game. He couldn't smell any of the samples, but some of them were mixes, some of them were straight whatever. But one of them was Sanix chili dogs in there. And the poor bastard, second or third one in, he decided to just say, you know what, I'm pretty sure I know this one's it, so I'm just going to try and he took like 2 sips of it, said, I'm sorry, that's enough. And I'm like, dude, rinse your mouth out, do whatever you got to do. And there was like some simple flavors, and he just couldn't identify them. He goes, dude, I'm not sure what the hell was in that powder, but my taste buds and everything in my sinuses and throat were screwed up for the next day and a half, 2 days. Yep. Poor guy suffered. Like, dude, he didn't even know what the hell pink drip was.
If I remember correctly, he only got one right.
If you can't identify candy, you're screwed up. And the one he got right, it was a mix. He got one part of the mix right.
I thought he got mine right.
Oh yeah, Teach Iced Tea got yours right. Hold on. I smell orange.
It's definitely citrusy orange. I like pre-game prediction is like it's Orange Cranthony Bahama Mama.
You know? Huh. Because I don't smell the cranberry in there.
You don't really smell a lot of cranberry from Orange Cranthony. You smell the citrus and the orange.
You don't. It's like the Midas touch. Okay, now I'm smelling a little something. I just can't identify it. Let's give this baby a pour.
Oh,
Son of a bitch, that don't help. It's just still orange.
yeah, it's like a pinkish orange.
Now this is, to me, this is straight orange sherbet. It looks a little pale on the screen. Let's see. You ready?
Yep.
1, 2, 3. That's orange vibe, and I'm trying to guess the other one.
You think it's orange vibe?
Absolutely. Hmm.
I think it's orange Crantony. It's orange Crantony and could be Brain Drive. Honestly, it could be Brain Drive. I don't get any orange vibe. I don't get any of the cream.
I do. You see, I don't think it's brain drive because there's no way you could hide that pink color because it is identifiably pink.
I feel like I've had this before.
Wait a minute.
You don't think the orange vibe would be Bahama
What
Mama?
color is rainbow sherbet? I haven't had it in so long.
It's like a pinkish.
Because I'm not tasting any. I don't taste the coconut. Do you think he threw us off with like trying to mix it up with like Bahama Mama? The brain drive, you just couldn't do it. I don't know. Damn it, man.
Like there's something in here I have definitely had, if not I've had both, because something is so familiar that I'm trying to pinpoint it.
I'm gonna go orange vibe and orange Cranthony. I'm probably wrong. I hope I got one of them right, but I'm just gonna go with that.
I'm gonna go Bahama Mama Orange Cranthony. Final answer for me.
Bahama Mama orange Cranthony. All right, let's get this dude on the horn.
All right, let's see if he's down.
I asked him. I tagged him in. Guys have been missing you, of course.
What?
The guys have been missing you, of course.
Let's see if we can get him in.
Damn it, hitting the button. There's been so many times where I've like streamed there. It's like I've been playing Among Us and I just call him, put him on speakerphone next to the headset. I'm like,
So I can't do a call, but can text. Okay.
damn.
No way.
What?
Oh man. You'll be disappointed when you hear it. Take another couple sips. Now that I know the answer, keep thinking on it. None of our answers were right.
Rainbow sherbet?
Now that I know the answer, I should have guessed this mix.
Tell me.
I know why it tasted so freaking familiar. That creaminess is actually vanilla. Vanilla is classified. The citrus is peach rings. This is peach rings classified.
Oh, I'm starting to get. You know. I hope I'm all right. I hope this don't upset my stomach, man. Artificial watermelon just does that. Surprisingly, I feel okay though.
This is actually good.
This guy gave me some with watermelon in it. Is this guy trying to poison me? Shit.
You don't really notice too much of the watermelon.
No, you don't. I mean, I'm starting to taste it now, but that's probably because my mind is saying it. It's registering. Yep. But
you really get that vanilla from Classified, and you really get the.
Also, remember, I've never drank Classified before. That's why I couldn't identify.
Oh, okay. See, and I knew that's why I was like, "There's something that tastes here familiar."
When I tasted the cream, that's why I felt orange vibe. I didn't get Classified or flavor bomb, whatever you want to call it.
Damn.
Son of a bitch. You got out peached. You got out peached.
Yep.
He got us good.
I
He
mean,
got
that's
us
only
good.
one mix down. We will have 3 more mixes to also try eventually from the King, the sponsor of the samples of Monday nights, normally on Monday nights. Thank you, Mr. Walker.
Speaking of which, so I'm not sure how this is gonna come out, but I'm not sure who's seen the video and who hasn't. But I was watching myself some Las Vegas bartender. He's on TikTok. He's a real bartender in Vegas, and Gianito wants us to rate this mix.
Oh, man.
Now, I'm fair. It's either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Mm-hmm. And I do mine on a 1 to 10 scale.
And I know you're much tougher. You see, it's like, for me, it just kind of goes, listen, we're all gonna be different, right? But if nothing ever hits the 5, the list is kind of invalid. It's like if you instead of a tier list, I went by 5s. Not like, hey, there's never gonna be the best thing I ever had. There's never gonna be a 10, like how most people do their lists. For me, eh,
Oh, Mr. Walker's in chat.
hmm, hmm.
Honestly, I like it a lot. I don't know if I'd ever go out of my way to personally mix this up myself, but I dig it. And I give it on the teach scale, which is a little bit more critical, as Riley said. It's a strong 7.
I'm juggling between if this is a 3 or a 4, so I'm gonna go 3.5.
So
3.5 out of 5-star.
again, thank you to Mr. Walker for the first mystery mix that we've done on the show.
Much
Actually,
obliged.
a very good mix. He is a fantastic guy. If you ever need samples, we can send them your way.
Which,
I'm very surprised by this.
speaking of surprises and everything else, when you get your sample, we're gonna have to go over this next week. It got sent out today.
Okay.
And by the way,
Oh, did it finally come for you?
so it came for me last week. I bagged everything over the weekend, and also, so here's a couple of things I was wondering, and sure enough, they actually didn't BS. They did their math right, everything else. So I was actually doing all kinds of math. I'm looking up these ingredients, all this, because if you remember, right, they had this old thing where it's a blend, right? Well, sure enough, they actually changed their labeling for the better.
Mm-hmm.
So let's see if this is just having upload this. Nope, I gotta do the next one.
And now that I have chat pulled up real quick, how are we doing? Eli, Bugnas, Ty, Mr. Melon.
Here's the label. So that actually doesn't pull up as well as I thought. So I'm just gonna do this. So if you remember, it said blend. Now, once this thing focuses,
Yep,
it has everything listed. So for 1 scoop of this is 100 milligrams of caffeine.
What the hell is lycium? It's either lithium or lycium berry.
I wondered that myself, but as far as the ingredient above it, that's actually an algae. You see, once this thing focuses, I was actually having a hard time with this one because you know how they say there's this, come on, camera. There we go. So you know how they say that there's if it's, hey, this is made with fish, nuts, anything like that, you gotta label it. Well, there's something else like that that's actually made from fish, and it's not fish, thank God. It's an algae.
Yeah, you definitely had to put those kind of things on your labels because they can cause allergies. Just put the taupe in front of your face; it'll focus on you real good.
I guess not. Oh well.
We'll get to it.
That happens. But I found it very interesting because so I did send you a double scoop.
Oh,
Yes, so it is actually going to be a little more kick as far as caffeine wise than G Fuel serving, and just again a regular 16-ounce water. Dump the whole bag in, and you'll observe. So
Oh, 2 scoops? Like, and you want
yes,
me to put both, like the whole thing in there?
well, I mean it's meant to be. They say, hey, 1 scoop put in with like 8 ounces of water or 10 ounces of water.
Okay.
So what happens is right. I gave you a double scoop.
Mm-hmm.
Put in regular, so because I know you like them strong anyway. So it's a 2 scoop sample. It will be 200 milligrams of caffeine. And I heard a lot about this around Christmas time. I wasn't sure if it said citrus. So when you think citrus on this bad boy,
Mm-hmm.
right? Do you think maybe it's going to be, I think orange off the bat? Somebody told me it was going to be a lemonade. Well, actually, you see, I've always said on the show that if you're going to make something that G Fuel doesn't or can't, maybe not can is the word, but maybe they won't reproduce it or it's something they're not making, you need to capitalize on it.
Oh yeah.
So if you had to think of a couple of flavors that G Fuel right now has, if you look at how they haven't made in the past, Juju actually brought back their pina colada because it was in high demand before Uncharted was teased.
Yep.
So that was a big up for them.
Makes
And they're
sense.
going to keep it around. So that's good. G Fuel stopped making the grape, and the grapesicle, I think, blows out the G Fuel Galaxy grape completely. And this one right here, oh, I guess someone was tapping on my window. Guess not.
I say that was live on the show. We heard that.
Yeah. This is actually a grapefruit.
Just like straight grapefruit.
This is grapefruit. And I'm
Interesting.
not a big grapefruit guy, but let me tell you something. I haven't tried a pink grapefruit sample, but that's why I sent it to all the Plugs of Rust members as a courtesy.
Mm-hmm.
Because we will tell you this on the show, we will not bullshit.
Nope.
If this is a doable substitute to pink grapefruit, this changes the game. And I think because it seems like pink grapefruit's not being reproduced anytime soon.
Still possible, but at this current moment, no.
At this current moment in time, pink grapefruit isn't being reproduced. So what's going on with this is, well, instead of trying to find one not expired for $100, you get this for regular price. Discount codes down below. And I actually found out this. If you actually subscribe to this, I think it's $25 a tub with the shipping, if I'm correct. But if you think about it, 60 servings. If you double it up, it's 30. Can't beat it.
So you've always spoke pretty highly of Maw in the past, and I don't think I've ever actually tried any Maw yet. So I believe this will be the first time I've tried Maw.
I believe so, and I think I mean we've talked about it a while, but again, just going what does the job.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we got here in the comments. Eli Jennings said the Panda Punch from Glitch with an Eye sold out.
Oh,
Uh, ooh,
oh, we
you
tried
know,
Glitch with the Y. That's who it was with the Y.
we tried with the I. I tried with the Y. I had the one
What?
sample of the Glitch with the Y. It was the Berry A51.
So I tried the one with the Y.
You tried the one with the I.
I
Glitch
tried the
with
one with
the
the
I.
I.
We both did, and we said
Oh,
sucked.
gross.
So Glitch Eye made a Panda Punch. Apparently, it's like a strawberry, whatever else. Let's see. Eli Jens, he goes, another hot take from me. Phase X never tasted like white cherry to me. It was 100% grapefruit, orange, and lemon, just like the Ultra White Monster. I don't know. I haven't tried a White Monster since that thing came out, and that was years ago. We're talking mid 2010s.
The White
That's 7, 8
Monster was
years ago.
always fine to me. I liked it. Now, on a similar topic, really, um, talking about sending out samples to each other, you recently received a small little care package from me, and it had technically contained a flavor concoction, a mix that you had recommended to me out of the blue one night, which was peach iced tea, and then golden apple pear. And you've now had the chance to try it.
So essentially, for anyone that hasn't known the story, we've said it a couple of times, but Teach is doing a stream, and I say, okay, redeem. And then, the comments are flowing. And I'm like, all right. And I'm like, I got one for you. I got a mix for you. And he goes, all right, you redeem it? I redeem it again for the hell of it. I had points to burn, whatever. And he goes, all right, what do you got? I said, do me a favor. This is going to be expensive. And I just wanted to see if you would actually do it.
Of course.
Peach iced tea, golden apple pear. And he's just like, came in and he just goes, oh, interesting, but okay, take your word for it. So he's just going, okay, back with half and half. I shake her up. I shake her up. He's getting back to it, and he goes, all right, that's settled. And he goes, hold up. Tries it again. Wait a minute. What?
Wait a minute.
Like a what? And ever since we kind of called it was like a delicacy.
And it's just champagne and G Fuel.
Well, the thing is, it's like that's an expensive mix if you think about it, because Teach iced tea, golden apple pear isn't made anymore.
Mm-hmm.
If you find a sealed tub of those, it's pretty up there in the marketplace. But it's just like together, cost wise, is why we called it champagne. We just kind of kept around as a joke. So half Teach iced tea, half golden apple pear, it's champagne. And Christopher Stone, a fan of the show, who does G Fuel for days. It's testing G Fuel flavors with his two sons. He also got a grapefruit sample from I got one for him and the kids, and the sample for his wife, and they will see how it goes from there. He's tried a couple of things, but he goes, listen, I would cheat on G Fuel for the Juju Bomber Pop. That's what he told me so far. He gives it like a 8.5, 9 out of 10.
All right, but you switched topics there real quick. What was your thoughts on finally trying the champagne?
The champagne's a 5-banger.
Okay.
Absolutely. The champagne is a 5-star flavor.
It's such a good mix. If you guys have those too, it's a little bit of a pricey mix, but definitely try it half and half. You'll see what we're talking about.
Honestly, I think Jacob Walker might be he might be having his DMs fill out just being like, can you give me the champagne?
I need to teach special. Where's the champagne?
So forward with that, I actually started to come up with something. And what if I told you, so springtime's coming up, and listen, I really don't drink. I grab myself a beer once in a while, but I try not to drink. And some people are going to go, you know what? There's a lot of people that are having a hard time staying sober. I know a couple guys like that, but sure enough, I was getting out of work yesterday and went, hey, Ducky, what's happening? So I was just kind of looming around thinking of ideas. So I have no idea why. It's rush hour.
Mm-hmm.
I take the long way home. I pull into a grocery store. And usually when I go to the grocery store, I'm just like, let me grab the one thing and I'm out. But I'm like, no. I grab myself a cart. I go down the aisle. And I'm thinking to myself, okay, what do I do? What the hell do I do? So I start grabbing some stuff. I grab myself Blue Gatorade, 0. Gotta be 0. I grab myself Sprite 0. I grab myself lemon lime seltzer. I grab various amount of teas, cranberry juice, white grape juice. I grabbed a lot. I put it in a cart. Heck, there's even, dude, I have no idea what the hell's what in my grocery store, but these were actually regularly priced. Next time I see them, I open a pack of these. Dude, they're selling them for like $4-5 a pack instead of these places selling them for like $10. No one's getting robbed at the grocery store. So help me God. So the main reason it happened, sure enough, last night I'm in my thinking mood. I might need my head examined, but I made a virgin G Fuel cocktail. So I'm going to pull this up. So in here, what do you see?
Got some Canada Dry.
That's Canada Dry lemon lime seltzer.
Okay.
I got Blue Gatorade 0. And I know it's a white top that's making you cringe, but again, long before me and you met. You've seen the video.
Yep.
So it's like, hey, off of 16 serving, okay? You go half your Gatorade, half seltzer, one scoop of tropical rain, shake gently. It's only partly carbonated, but the thing is, it's slurp juice based by Fortnite. You got that blue color, just the ever so slight of green. And let me tell you something, it goes well. Four
Now,
star.
now, did you just come up with this all on like your own whim and just out of the blue, or was there any kind of reference?
Uh, Again, I was watching Las Vegas Bartender on TikTok, but I saw him do a bunch of these, but it's like, oh, a lemon liqueur on the bottom. He's doing these brain hemorrhage shots with it's Irish cream floating, and it looks actually disgusting. Like it looks like you're eating guts. He had something called there was some nasty stuff in it. It was like I think it was called Alaskan oil driller or something.
Okay.
Oh wait, Alaskan oil spill. It was Goldschlager. It's a shot. Goldschlager. You got your blue liqueur on the bottom, or Bucuresic something, and the top is Jaeger. So you see like a reddish brown on the top, a gold in the middle, and you got your blue on the bottom. And I'm like, listen, I know I don't drink or anything, but why does this just sound disgusting? And thank God it's in a jigger glass where you're not supposed to taste it.
I'll tell you why it sounds disgusting. It's because of the Jaeger.
But I mean, at the same time, it's Vegas. That shot's probably like a freaking hard hours.
Oh yeah, the Goldschlager will do that for you.
If you just kind of notice this, right? So again, I'm watching Shock Daddy because he was also a big part of this. So I'm going to put this up on camera. This guy decided to mix Pure Leaf black unsweetened iced tea with one of your non-favorites, Shiny Splash.
He did that?
Yes. And guess how it comes out?
Black? Yeah, okay, I saw something about this. I saw pictures.
It comes out like seawater.
Because I remember him mixing black tea with Naruto Sage Mode, and I was like, this just seems like it's Teach Iced Tea with extra steps.
That's sinful to me. What he did was sinful to me. But hey, I'm not judging anybody. But as far as I'm concerned, right? The freaking Shiny Splash with the tea. So he goes, what is this, like a swamp juice or whatever? And I'm like, buddy, listen, you want to know why I can't stomach black ooze? I think I've told people this. I think I told it during my flavor review. But it's like, I'm not sure if anyone has done any plumbing work, people. But let me tell you something. That black shit that you put in there and you stir and you pour in a black thing, why does it look like it comes out from underneath my sink? It's like, hey, we got a sink clog. I'm calling the plumber. Hey, by the way, this is what comes out of the bucket. Jesus, man, it is not appealing.
I say at
that to someone in my work establishment.
At that note, don't try black on blackberry.
Actually, I have. The problem is I have. That's actually at my work establishment. And I think I got another tub I gave to my father. Something.
But whatever you do, don't have it twice a day.
I heard.
Yeah.
I know, green poop, whatever. I've heard the same thing from a freaking, the Burger King with the black bun. But for real, man, that's just crazy. But at least the black on blackberry comes out like a purple. Black ooze just comes out like straight black.
See, and I like black ooze, and I like black on blackberry.
I mean, like I said, it's good, but at the same time, it's just like the appeal.
Like, I get it for you, because you work in the industry, and it can kind of seem that way. I'm over here, my mind thought, like, ooh, black ooze. This is some, like, symbiote ooze, like, different kind of, like, I'm going from, like, a comic-y fan standpoint. You're going from a work standpoint. So definitely, like, different strokes for different folks.
Yeah. Although, to be honest with you, I was actually thinking about, what if I put the hydration in with the tea?
Maybe better. You may still get the same color, though.
I think I'm going to get the same color, and that's inevitable. The problem being,
it'll actually taste better.
Well, also, this is stronger than the regular energy.
What do you
So if you
mean?
think,
Like
well,
flavor
I mean,
wise?
flavor wise, I think this is stronger than regular Shiny Splash in my experience.
Yep.
Like Shiny Splash Energy, the hydration stronger. Absolutely. So what I'm getting here, right, is you already got caffeine from the tea. So I'm thinking, okay, instead of doubling up, we put a hydration in, and is there like something to add from it? I don't know. But like I said, I'm gonna try a couple of these, and you're gonna see my good, and you're gonna see my bad. You're gonna say, like right now, when we go back to this, right? You look at everything here. You're thinking to yourself, what the hell are you doing, right?
If I'm really like I'm not truly thinking that, but if I do, it's for the white top. But like that's I digress.
Outside the white top, because this is before, I had common sense. Before I was a man of culture, and this thing just happened to stay because it's a lot better flavors than Tropical Rain. Not hating, but there's just so many flavors that sometimes everyone has to be put on the back burner.
I mean, I could see all that mixing well together. It's citrus with a little bit of the blue raz inside of the Tropic Rain, which kind of already has some of those aspects. So it matches the flavor profile pretty well.
And if you had to go by the color, what do you think?
Like appetizing or flavor.
Both.
I mean, everybody loves that good kind of blue raspberry, like blueberry look to a drink. So like the drink by color does look appetizing. Um,
So do you think of like a Fortnite slurp juice when you see this, when you see that color?
sure, sure.
Can anyone confirm on this? Or
I
am I
mean, I
just
guess
using my
so.
imagination?
Because isn't that technically then at the same point the same color of blue chug rug?
I thought it was darker, but I
A
could be
tiny
wrong.
bit, but
A
that's more what
wee
they're
bit
going
darker.
for.
Gotcha. But I also wanted something more refreshing because I mean, I kind of think when I think of Fortnite, when I think of like, all the water and stuff around, I think warm weather.
And I will also point out, as Tahai and Mr. Melon say in the chat as well, and I'm pretty sure I've tried this from Mr. Melon before from his samples. Black ooze and blackout blackberry mixed together very well.
Ooh. Okay. So moving on, I got a couple of subjects here. So Ninja, as we predicted, is part of G Fuel. I mean, it was kind of inevitable in my opinion. The only thing that I hate about is this hype sauce rebrand.
Yep.
Oh, it's a shaker being done now. It's like, I'm sorry. Why is the hype sauce shaker now better than the one that was in the collector's box back then?
The one in the collector box back then, in all honesty, was kind of underwhelming for what Hype Sauce is with like the design and the graphics.
Agreed.
Um, no hate to Ninja by any means. He's a fine content creator, whether you like Fortnite or not. You know, he's that guy from Fortnite. But like, in my mind, when I see it, I'm just like, man, I love Hype Sauce. It's one of my top 10, if not top 5 favorite flavors. Like, why do they got to brand him with Hype Sauce, man? Like, I love the new shaker. I love the way it looks, but like, why?
So it kind of made me think of this, and I do have. Oh my goodness! Don't tell me where did I put this damn thing? Son of a gun. No, that's not it. I just had it here. It's the yellow shaker that just came in. Nope.
Because like the original CB box shaker for Hype Sauce is kind of underwhelming when you really think about it compared to the new one. And now even when I see the new one, I was like, you couldn't just like have made that back in the past when it came out. Like that just seems like the better choice.
What the hell am I doing to myself? I swear, I just had it not too long ago.
I don't know what
Am
you're
I
doing
going
either.
crazy here?
Yeah, a little bit.
You ever have like one of those days? You know what I'm talking about?
You ever one of those days? Anybody? Limp Biscuit? Mr. Eagle Eye says we need Hype Sauce 2.0 collector box for the current artwork and this shaker.
Yeah, that's
Honestly,
fun cool.
I could agree with that. And it's kind of surprising that they don't actually have that, because that would be easy capital for them to pick up on. But it may be something along the lines with the production of the cardboard boxes and the production of the little bit of plastic for the windows. Because as we brought up in previous shows, if you guys didn't know, a lot of the recent CBs that we technically pre-ordered, they came out 2 to 3 weeks later. The main reason why they came out so late was all because of the production issue with the plastic windows.
I got. Let's just see a comments real quick. This is actually a real beauty.
Oh, did you get it?
Yes, I did.
I've been meaning to pick one up, honestly.
Is there any left?
Pretty sure they're still for sale on the website.
So this is like a golden yellow. I know my lighting's a little too bright, but this is quite the beauty.
As we speak on the website, it is still available. I've added cart, and because our boy was on last week, I will check out with this, and we will use code PRICE. And shout out again to Mr. Johnny Price for being on the show last week. Fantastic episode. If you haven't, go check out last week's episode with Johnny. Fantastic guy. Use code PRICE. Help him out with Code Madness currently.
And both our guys, Seabad and Price, are in the second round. We will see what happens from here. We will constantly go with updates as time goes. But right now, the discounts are still in effect. I believe for tubs, you still get 30% off.
Everything but cans.
Off of shakers I just ordered was 10%.
Was it?
Yes.
Interesting.
And cans I understand because, there's a premium on that.
Yeah, if you're picking up cans, just use cans 30.
Let's see. Eli says it would be a decent 2.0 box instead of an Orange Vibe and Venom 2.0 boxes. Absolutely. The Venom and Carnage boxes, the characters on them should have been there instead of the titles. KSI is just trolling us because it's like, hey, we got another collector's box coming out. Oh, yeah, by the way, here's my hydration brand. As if I totally don't have G Fuel paying some bills right now.
And he's still a part of them, too.
If the flavor sucked, I would be demolishing him. Just FYI. I don't hold back. I don't know him a damn thing. If he did not have a good flavor, I'd be chewing his ass out on camera. Because that is a bloody, unconscionable thing to do. It's completely and utterly asinine.
So one thing I will quickly interject while we were on the topic of the shaker you showed off. It's very minor, but I was kind of disappointed that they didn't have the shaker just by itself. You could only get it in a starter kit variety with the sample packets. And I felt like you should have been able to buy it along just by itself. Just a shaker, make it $9.99.
Yes, although, I was actually very happy that's in the starter kits. Let's see. There's 7 of them. I know I took one out. But there's a tropical rain in here, let's see, a rainbow sherbet, a snow cone, a sour phase berry, a strawberry banana, a Bahama Mama. Forgot I think the other one's blue chug rug, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, I'm so happy that there's not a raging gummy fish or a bubble gum in the starter kits. Like this starter kit, hey, no bubble gum, no RGF, phenomenal.
That's where you really made Relly happy here in this scenario, was the package.
Yes, I did. I got myself a damn good, pretty shaker. No RGF, no bubble gum. I'm a happy man. I don't got to find something to bring it down. Although, if I did get a bubble gum sample today, one thing I would try to bite the bullet, it's kind of asinine, but I think I might mix it with OG green apple. Never know.
Okay.
It sounds, again, crazy. But, well, I am crazy to a point. You know me. I mean, especially with like the cocktail stuff I'm kind of thinking of. Like you're gonna probably see me like put like gummy candy in some of the stuff. Like I'll probably like take this glass, probably dress up the bowl with actual Swedish fish and do myself like redfish ocean or something.
And you've been watching too much like bartending TikToks. Now you're just getting extravagant with your drinks.
I mean, hey, I kind of do it for the people. I mean, I got a little time on my hands and I'm being productive. Not only that, but I'll just say this: I'd rather have somebody get a little sugar high than drinking booze any day of the week.
Oh, same. Definitely
Ab-
same.
yeah, absolutely. Like I know one guy said, "It's like, listen, man, I appreciate this," and going from there. And I know this is going to open up the door to possibilities. Just I don't want to like overdo it. Like I know some people are going to say, "Hey, let me mix a bang with like and put this in like a tall boy, water it down." I'm like, that's crazy. I know Ty's done it, but still.
I mean, in the other culture field I'm about, which is pre-workouts, you have crazy people out there that'll take 300 milligram pre-workout and then put it in a bang and chug all that. Now, like, look, I'm used to being able to drink people under the table with the amount of caffeine consumption I take in. It's
There
not
you go.
healthy, and I never recommend it. That is something I absolutely don't ever recommend. Is you taking that much caffeine at that high of a serving at one period of time?
Yeah, like I've seen some of these, right? Like there's this guy, Jay Cutler, not the NFL player, the guy that was a real professional bodybuilder, like looked like
Yep,
Arnold
I
for
know who you're
one
talking
point
about.
in time. He kind of said this, and some people say it's crap, some people say it works. It all depends who you talk to, because one guy's going to say this is okay, one's going to say this is better, one guy's going to say this is a total waste of time. But one kind of said it's like, hey, you're looking for something that works. If you're looking for 600 milligrams of caffeine, yeah, it's like if you're looking for 600 milligrams of caffeine, keep scrolling. But I'm just kind of thinking to myself, like, okay, flavors, fruity cereal, 600 milligrams of caffeine. Like that's the reason why I thought like pre-workouts wouldn't kind of work on the show. It's like you might have one guy that says he's got massive results and everything else, where it's like here it's kind of like a chill lounge. You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
we also don't want to go over pre-workouts because there's technically many different forms they also use to create caffeine and add caffeine in them, and other additives as well. Like most of the stuff you're gonna be seeing on the show is like straight caffeine, green extract or green tea extract, black tea extract, all that good stuff. Like when it comes to
Or if
caffeine,
it's which I shit.
yeah, like when it comes to pre-workouts, there's just so many different additives, shots fired. But that's why we don't really talk about pre-workout too much, even though they are a caffeine product.
Yeah, exactly. Not only that, but then we'll get into, oh, what is this considered pre-workout? It's like, hey, if I take something like a powdered milk and put it in a Red Bull, is that a pre-workout?
I mean, technically, you could always use G Fuel as a pre-workout, or any of the companies that we go over on the show as a pre-workout. I mean, whatever you use
Yes.
is what you use, but that's not what they're technically intended for. They are your caffeine alternatives from your everyday coffee.
Yes. Although I will say, yeah, the coffee's give or take who you ask.
Yeah,
Ah, man. Although I had an idea of what the ninja flavor could be.
oh, you think Ninja's getting his own flavor?
I think it's inevitable.
You don't think they're just gonna reskin hype sauce?
Would they really just do that?
I could
I
see it
mean,
if they
it's
branding him.
possible,
If they're
but at the
branding him
same
around
time,
it, it's
it's not
possible.
his flavor. It's not his. Like it would be kind of screwed up. It's like hype sauce has been around for a long time. It's not like you took over like OG watermelon, which was a very early flavor, and so we're giving it to Excusey, aka Dimitri from Sly Cooper. If you know, you know.
I mean, you never know. It could now be ninja sauce.
Oh my god. I actually thought something else.
What are you thinking?
Let's see. If we go by the Ninja Hype Sauce Shaker, I see a pinkish and I see a yellow, but also in our flavor to add to the rotation of G Fuel, something they don't have, and we talked about this.
The fans want to know.
Ninja Strawberry Lemonade.
Yes. I'd be A-okay with that. They do have the hydration, but
I
they've
see that.
never
I
had
see
it in
holding
caffeine.
back that smile. You'd be so
Oh,
psyched about it.
I would hate, like, again, I don't have anything against Ninja, but I'd be like, man, it's Ninja's flavor, but it's strawberry lemonade, and I love strawberry lemonade. You know I'd have to pick it up.
Absolutely.
Like, I'm even surprised I'm in the spot where I haven't been picking up recent flavors from G Fuel for certain reasons, but like I've heard nothing but incredible reviews so far about the kiwi mango. And shout out to Mr. Melon in chat for kindly sending me a sample of it so I can try it out before I buy a CB. I have tried the Crimson Tears recently. That's a weird flavor.
Actually, I found out something that could be a good comparison. Has anyone been to Panera Bread?
I mean, yeah.
They have a prickly pear tea in there. That's the only comparison I've seen. But it's funny because I was in there just last weekend. I was there Sunday. And I'm like, wait a minute, prickly pear, it's percolating, it's percolating, it's percolating. I can't believe I'm doing this. I get ice, I go to it, and I just go and I'm like, this is acquired taste. This is just okay.
See, and that's the thing, is when you hear pear, you think pear.
You love it or you don't.
And like prickly pear is actually a real fruit, and it's a watermelon bubblegummy type flavor. And when I tried Crimson Tears, it was weirdly like that. But like that was such a weird flavor. I don't know if you've tried it yet or if you picked it up.
I have not. Let's see. Eli's saying there's an Arizonian brand called Cactus Candy that makes gummy candy with prickly pear. It's on Amazon.
See, now, if you're also kind enough, you may be able to ask Mr. Melon to get you a sample of Crimson Tears.
You know, we're actually kind of wondering about this with a couple of friends. I actually saw this post too. If there's any Avatar: The Last Airbender fans, they could have a long time ago called this Sokka's cactus juice.
Well,
it's the quenchiest.
Supposedly, the second one's supposed to be out this year. And I have a feeling, and this is a like not surprising feeling, but if it actually is coming out this year, I would not be surprised if there is a collab.
The second one,
Avatar.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah, yeah. Technically, that but like franchise is scheduled to have 5 movies ending in 2028.
Oh yeah, that's right. They're airing they're airing the second one after the first live action bombed, or what's up? I gotta look into that. I gotta do a little bit of digging.
Avatar, not the Airbender Avatar.
Oh, that Avatar.
That Avatar. You know, James Cameron, the one that did successfully, stupidly well. I could see G Fuel partnering up with them for the amount of money that they put into that franchise and made off the first movie.
Oh, absolutely. I just hope that's not too Hollywood. Like everyone's just kind of like said these things where it's just like, you know, I wish G Fuel had a Super Bowl commercial. Hey, I wish G Fuel sponsored this guy or did this movie. And I'm just kind of like, slow down. Because if this has a Super Bowl commercial and they spend $5 million on the ad or however much money it is, I don't need my tubs to be the same amount as Advanced GG, and the promo codes are like 15 instead of 30% off.
Now, to Eli's comment in chat, that would be the kind of more of the flavor acquisition that you get to you. Because if you just do a simple Google search of like what does prickly pear taste like, it will give you the recommendation that prickly pear tastes like bubblegum and watermelon.
I kind of get where he's going by dragon fruit, though.
Oh yeah, I see what he's going with.
Very true. Although that bubblegum thing, that thing just drives me away.
Oh, I knew the second they had any like mention of that even possible, really just was like, no, I'm out. See ya.
I'm gonna need to find my tools. I think you know what's coming up next.
Rally's clues.
I say I need to find my tools.
Mm-hmm.
Because in my tools is a hammer.
Oh.
That's why. That is why, my good man. Now, it's not Holly's. Holly has a mallet. Let's just be clear. And thankfully, don't worry, Jacob. Because this flavor was pleasing, you are not going to be on the mallet list.
It was a very pleasantly solid, good mix, and I knew the second I started tasting, I was like, I know this flavor. Like, I'm surprised I didn't pick up on the classified.
Actually, you know what I thought would be a very good flavor? I actually get this. I was having myself the candy. Some people call them gummy sharks. Some people call them blue sharks. But I thought it was amazing because, like, as a kid, I thought they're whatever. But if you find the right one, think of a good blue raspberry, marshmallow, and vanilla.
You kind of lost me at the marshmallow, but also shout out to Mr. Shark.
Yeah, for real, man. If you can actually pick up some of those candies, you'll know what I mean. Like, there's some of them, like the bigger brands, they just kind of taste whatever. But if you find like some of those smaller brands, like I was at a deli and I picked them up two packs for $2, and they were freaking good.
Yeah, see, like blue raspberry and vanilla sounds fine, but you add the marshmallow in, that's where it kind of throws me off.
No, like literally, it's like it was like two-toned. It's like here's the marshmallow and on top's the blue raspberry. So you just kind of bite into it and you're like, I wonder.
So do we need G Fuel to come out with, or a company to come out with a blue raspberry cream?
Something, hopefully.
Or a cream soda like?
The industry is just against blueberry in general. Outside blueberry muffins, they'll make a blueberry anything.
Well, I mean, that depends
outside of Red Bull. Outside of Red Bull.
Depends on who you ask, because this one's good. This is good blueberry.
Yes, the one pass. You got G Fuel Hydration, Shiny Splash, Blueberry Red Bull, and whoever makes blueberry muffins. But really, that's it. They're against blueberry. They're not against strawberry. They're not against cherry. Blueberry, it's like, we don't do that here.
You know, like, and again, we just said this is probably the best one that they've done, but one I have heavily agreed with you for a very long time and used to be my favorite. And I think if you technically think about it, they've done it the best, is Red Bull's Blueberry. Red Bull's Blueberry is spectacular.
Absolutely. There's nothing that can just replicate that. And again, if G Fuel doesn't make it, you're going to have to capitalize it.
Yep.
Like, where if this is the grapefruit and you're going to have to tell me, we're going to have you drink that on the show. But you don't have any juju left, do you?
I have just the green apple left.
Ah, gotcha. And it sucks to say that out of all the green apples I've tasted, that one's just kind of whatever.
Just middle of the road, mid.
It's there, but it's not, hey, it's here.
Yeah.
Which, speaking of which, I was kind of pissed off about this because just like the Maiden's Blood, I hate when you kind of we know what time of year it is.
Oh, yeah.
We know that there's going to be, at least around me, there's going to be people around the pubs going absolutely crazy because it is the St. Paddy's Day.
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we go to Coming Soon, we got just kind of the meh category of things. Another Logic collector's box Another reskin of PewDiePie. Okay, another shaker. It's a red with an orange top. It looks tacky. Well, it looks sunset. Okay, whatever. But when it says coming soon, limited restock with sour green apple, come on, man. The last time they came out with this was around Halloween. I remember getting a notification from the G Fuel app, and 2 days it was freaking gone. No announcement, no nothing, just hey, here it is, click, gone. Same thing with Maiden's Blood. They're like, hey, a bundled around, limited run. Hours. Again.
When is St. Patty's again?
The 17th? I checked that.
I would put money that that's when it comes out.
The 17th.
Yeah, I'd put money that that's when it will release.
So there's going to be a time where I'm going to, I think it's a Monday. Oh, it's a Thursday. So I'm not even going to be clocking out of work yet. Not even going to be able to go to the package store to get myself the one Guinness I have a year. And it's going to be like, oh, yeah, by the way, wake up. It already sold out.
I'm sure there'll be time. You'll have plenty of time to get it.
I don't know, man. It's one of those flavors. Like, again, it's not like cherry limeade where it's like a BOGO and they got a lot of them. This one seems it's like we got X amount, you snooze, you lose.
That's true.
Because like the fact that it wasn't announced for Halloween, like Halloween they dropped the ball on, we know, but still, they had no idea what the hell they were doing. It just makes you wonder how many of those were actually around. Because like I know the Jingle Juice, they keep it around. Like they're just recycling the tubs and just keeping it there, keeping it around. And we actually had somebody open up a brand new tub of it recently, and the hydration pack was empty. So
Yeah, I
it's
saw
like
about that.
I'm not sure where they stored the tub or whatever. It doesn't matter. No sunlight, none of this. But that's a problem. We got these seasonal flavors, and I understand that. But again, when you have such a generic flavor, and it's like, hey, you can't, it's so hard in mass quantities to store something and say, we're going to leave it for a year. No touchy. Stuff happens. I mean, it's a perishable good, it goes bad.
That's true.
So I'm just not sure if I'm a fan of this. It's like I know somebody that bought a Jingle Juice and they're like, instead of 3 years on the expiration date, this is closer to 2. Bad news. Bad news.
It's a seasonal flavor drop. It's to be expected. Patty's Day is almost coming up. It makes sense.
Yeah. And this one's actually worth the hype. I mean, I think I got 25 scoops left of Sour Shamrock, Sour Green Apple, whichever you want to call it.
I'm actually more surprised I didn't call it that this time around.
Yeah. They might be just trying to use the label twice so they could do it for Halloween. Again, I mean, if you're dropping it in March, dropping it in October, I see it.
Yeah.
As far as the reskins go, we're going to see what's going on. I mean, let's see. It's only March 8th. I mean, so far we've got the Hype Sauce Shaker. We've got the Logic CB. I mean, that's just, I mean, it's cool, but just not big on the flavor. Not
A
big
lot
on
of
the
people have
future.
been waiting for that one, though.
Oh, I know. Let's see. Rewards is still down.
To Eli's comment in the chat, my heart would cry. Imagine finally caving in, opening a fresh tub of peach mango, and the silica packet is broke open. I would actually cry. I would cry for you. We can cry together. Like, I have a couple tubs behind me of that. Thank God none of those silica packets have happened. But on the good note of it, though, and we brought up, I think, 2 episodes ago, there has been good signs that peach mango will be coming back this year. Call me crazy, but I think this is the year from sources that peach mango is coming back.
So with the rumored shock flavor, I'm kind of thinking to myself, we may not have a peach mango, but we might have a bit of a compromise.
Mango tea?
Yes. I would be so down for it.
Same.
And
I'd be
I
down with the
think
mango tea. I'd be down with more peach mango.
usually settling is not great on my end. But if you go by some of the decisions, oh yeah. Like if this grapefruit to you is say like, hey, I like this, guess what? A sealed pink grapefruit goes for like what, $100?
Not about that much. You could probably find them for around like 70 to 80 sealed.
It just depends on where you go. Like I saw one guy doing a waffle. It's like 10 entries, $10 a pop.
I mean, it's a little bit different though, because it's a raffle. I mean, maybe if you're trying to buy a Subaru, then it'll be $100. But
Speaking of which, I'm sorry, but I'm just gonna say this as polite as I can. There is a certain jerk off out there who owes me $320 to ship him three waifu shakers to himself. I'm not sure if I gotta do whatever I gotta do, but brother, you're breaking my balls, and I gotta make a living too. You just bought a new car, used car, whatever. You got a different car. You upgraded. You went to Vegas. I don't care if you're broke or not. I don't care if you got pot to piss in. Guess what? Pay up when it's due. Bing, bang, boom. Simple as that.
I think the worst point, if you're going to bring any of that up, is
Bugnass says if you're trying to buy a Subaru, it is 125.
yeah. I mean, he's got a good point there, because that was the thing. But
gas prices going up.
the worst part of it is, and that similar topic, is if you're going to sell somebody a shaker, make sure there's not mold in the shaker.
You know, I kind of wondered about that too, and I know what you're referring to, and we're not saying this guy's name, but the problem I'm kind of wondering is with it is like if you take this shaker, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm not sure what environment you put it in. I'm not sure your humidity in the room, whatever. But if you keep it open like this and you just kept it for the longest time, I wonder how it's gonna go. Like I'm not sure how preventable that is, to be fair. But if you simply, drinking out of it, whatever. I mean, I know some guys who I've bought shakers from, and he took all of them apart piece by piece because he's just like, hey, I don't know what's gonna happen with the moisture. It's in a box, it's winter time, anything like that. Like there's so much I've seen. And I also freak out so much because during the quarantine, I was actually working on a house that had a severe, and I mean severe, mold problem. Everything from the stairs all the way to the back door, just everything. Like I had to wash my clothes after every single day. I had one of the last N95 masks before everyone threw them off the shelves. I had to make that thing last for like close to a month. It was so bad, and it was this one little leak from a pipe to turn the water on outside. And once I found that out, I wanted to hit somebody over the head. But it's just like mold is just something we just don't know about. I mean, we all try to be as courtesy as we can, just courteous, just nice. And there's some people that just simply don't know. Because I know damn well it's like if I leave my Mel water bottle out, I know there's like some mildew that goes in and all that. But we just don't know how much for there to be like any mildew or any mold pores or anything else. And we're always scared to like have like a shaker with a beautiful design on it be soaked. Like some people use like a touch of bleach, some don't. I just use some hand soap, scrub with my hands.
Main point.
Any way on this way? Any way you could have your take on this one?
Honestly, don't sell somebody a moldy shaker. Clean your shakers, clean them regularly, and there's honestly no excuse for selling somebody a moldy shaker because even if it is used, you could clean it once, dry it out just fine, and you're not going to have it ship and then through shipping have it get mold. So that
True.
was pre-shipped with mold.
Interesting. Yeah. It kind of makes you wonder too, because I mean, I'm starting to see some of these guys sell these boxes themselves. Like, I don't know. It's like if I were to take, let's say, the Shiny Splash hydration. Let's say I emptied all of this out,
Mm-hmm.
and I just say, hey, here's the tub with the skin on it. I put it back in, shaker untouched, box is not dented. The fact that some people think that's a rare commodity, it's kind of ashamed. It's like it's sold out. It's like, hey, I want $75 for it. It's like, for what? No powder. The shaker in the box costs what? Am I shipping it to Aussie? Like, what the hell are you doing to me?
Yeah, I don't know. Like,
Screwing with the program, teach.
there's, I mean, there's no good excuse for mold to be found in a shaker, especially when you sell it to somebody.
Ah, yes.
Even if you're sending it to Aussie, like. I know a fellow plug that gets stuff sent to him in Aussie, and he never has that issue.
Yep, that certain plug. Huh. It's going to get interesting as time goes on, too. I mean, for real, I'm just kind of looking at all these I got here, and I'm just kind of thinking to myself, what's next?
We'll
Like,
have
the
to
main
see.
thing that I'm trying to do now, right, is I know there's some people that have like every single G Fuel flavor of the rainbow outside, like maybe those one or two flavors they don't like or they find it meh. I know. There's a few people like yourself. But outside the stupid stuff like bubblegum and mystery, don't crucify me, Joey. Because I was not for you drinking chili dogs on camera.
I mean, it was private camera. It wasn't public.
It wasn't public, but still. No one wants to have a camera like 3 feet away from you and watch you lose your taste buds for 2 days.
This is true.
Yeah. But the main thing I'm trying to do now is just part of the podcast. It's like, hey, if there's more creators that want to come on, have them speak their piece. And for the people, instead of going out of their way to try and compensate for energy powders, like this is the prime example right now. But when Uncharted gets vaulted, is the Juju Pina Colada going to suffice? I got to try it, so right now I don't have an answer. It's things like that. It's like, is there going to be another prickly pear? I doubt it. I don't think there's going to be another Crimson Tears, so that's about it. But the regular flavors, like if we could replace the pina colada and the grapefruit, I'm going to keep doing it. If there's going to be another brand that makes a very good cherry lime that's like, hey, I need my fill before July comes and G Fuel releases the cherry limeade, I'm going to do my best. Hey, if I find something, I'm going to let you know.
I may be able to hook you up if in that scenario. That's where it's good to know your people, know your plugs, the people that may have extras. Because, like, I bought pina colada, and you know me, not a big fan of coconut.
You are not. So it just kind of makes you wonder at this point. It's been out for a little bit, and I actually haven't cracked mine yet.
What, Fortune?
I have not.
Did that ship already?
Let's see. As long as I'm not going stir crazy, which you know how that goes, Teach.
Because I'll have to double check my emails because I'm pretty sure I bought that one and I have not heard anything about it.
Uh, well, some people are going to say I have me a holy grail. One, two,
Oh, you did get it.
three.
Now the reason that could be it is that you probably didn't buy the collector box, right?
Correct.
Yeah, I got the collector box. The tubs probably shipped faster than the collector box did. That makes sense.
Well, and just remember, if you do not have the CB, it is SOTO'd. SOTO'd. Which, if you pronounce it out, it means shits on the ocean. But yes, tell you what, for the good of the people, along with the mystery mix too, maybe I might try Fortune Blend on camera next week.
Good chance.
How about it? And hopefully, I don't know. The thing is, Jacob has just made so many interesting flavors as well, man. Like the fact that he did the one that interested me the most, and I think the good of people would like this. He nailed all the Tetraminos into one.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that he was working on it for about a year, and I'm not sure how many times it took him, but the fact that he just mixed it so well to make it accommodate that.
So I have tried that mix from him before, thankfully and graciously, but he literally just does one single tub that is all the packets, like each one in that tub, all put together, all mixed together.
And he said that took him a year to nail, to get down.
I mean, when you think about it, that's a lot of packets.
So if you're trying to nail that flavor, the box has 7 flavors and 7 packets of each. So that means you got 7 attempts.
Yep.
Huh. How do you stir that?
Just, I'm sure there's some ways, get like a toothpick or a straw or something, mix it around.
No, I understand like how, like as far as like what to mix it with. But I'm just trying to think to myself, there's so many flavor mixes I've tried where that's like, oh, you need a ratio of this, you need a ratio of that. You got 7 flavors.
Mm-hmm.
And one flavor might be on the top, one might be on the bottom. That's a lot of stuff to be accounted for, man.
I mean, it really
Like,
is.
How do you get the perfect amount? Is it like one of those I know like in some states where you have like those the bartending like regulators, you can no longer pour like more than like an ounce at a time or something. Is it like one of those where it's like you push a button, you dispense X amount, and you just keep like going to each one?
I'm not sure, but he's a mixologist, so I trust him.
He's the G Fuel mixologist. Well, that's we'll call him Mixy Melon from now on. Hold on. This is just for humor purposes. Let's see. This is just to break his balls while on camera.
Why you gotta break the man's balls?
Hey, Mr. Jabagaloop, Mixy Melon. This is really demolished, buddy. I just wanted to appreciate you and all who inhabited. But just want to say keep up the good work and good looks. Arrivederci. Salud, Tingad. He's going to listen to that later.
Oh, I'm sure. So on that note, really, do you have any final closing thoughts for this week's episode?
I'm just glad that we had fun with this again. I'm glad you made it, man. I'm glad that you're feeling better, and I hope that we just keep going. And if there's another recipe, you do realize I'm going to hit you up right away, and I'm hoping that we can get some good tea stuff going. Like the only thing that just speaks out to my mind is I wish I could find like the big guys of like the. It's so hard to find like some diet teas. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like I didn't just want to like buy like a regular jug of like the diet Snapples. and have them be like failed attempts because they're just going up in price wherever you go. Like, who wants to waste a good Snapple? Nobody.
Nobody.
Exactly.
So on that note, guys, if you didn't already or weren't here, go check out last week's episode. Again, we had our first guest appearance, Mr. Johnny Price. You can use Price all month long. Help him out with the code Madness. Johnny's a great guy. We thank him a ton for being our first guest. It was a blast episode. Blast of an episode. Again, if you haven't seen it, go back, check that episode out. Go follow Johnny on his social medias. We really, really appreciate it a lot. Unless really has any final thoughts, we can call it there.
The only other final thoughts I had is to spread the love after, if you're bored and you want something to say, hey, where do I go on from here? My recommendation is you go to either Holly_the_Berry. She's a friend of the podcast, or a guy who might possibly be on the show later on, although I will not confirm anything. C Bad, all capitals CBAD. He is live on Twitch right now. Go check him out, and you will see who is also in the line for the G Fuel contest as far as the content creators. As much as I do have my ties to Johnny Price, I'm also rooting for C Bad, and we're here to fight fair. So that's who I got. Those are my final thoughts. Teach, anything to add?
Nothing but love and appreciation for everyone.
All right, so during the week, we're going to see what we can do, conduct more research, and we are going to try to still have a great time like we do every week. We hope Monday night again. If not, we'll be going Tuesday night again. We'll see how everything goes. But until in the meantime, everybody, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a good one. We love you all. Take it easy.